YouTube? This is RS Chaos Master Brian here. How's it going? So, in this video, I'm going to talk about Toonami overall. We're hitting 20 years of celebrating Toonami, but this is not going to be a positive video, I would say. There are some very troubling signs again for Toonami, and I want to go over that and also talk about how I think they need to try to fix this before it has an outcome that none of us want. So I've been noticing, looking at the ratings, that the ratings for Toonami have just not been as high as last year, and the ratings last year were not as high as the year before. So the thing that's just really troubling is a show like Dragon Ball Super cannot match the ratings of a show like Bleach, which Bleach is a popular show, don't get me wrong, but Dragon Ball is the staple of anime in the United States. I don't care what you guys have to say about that. I don't care what kind of argument you present. Dragon Ball is anime in the United States. So, yeah, I think that this is a big issue. So, let's talk about another troubling sign. A show that is huge over in Japan and has slowly been gaining popularity over here in the United States, and I got into it about 2 years ago, was just canceled on Toonami. That show is One Piece. And I know One Piece has a lot of people that don't like it, which is fine, you're entitled to your opinion. But for them to cancel this show, it's a poor decision, because what they could have done and what they should have done is different than what they actually did. And I think Toonami needs to try to reorganize their entire block. They need to try to move up the time slots so that you don't have shows on at 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and expecting them to get great ratings. Because let's be honest, 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, unless you're lucky enough that you have weekends off every week, you can't stay up till 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning and then go to work at 7 o'clock in the morning, unless you decide not to sleep. So what I think they need to do is they need to try to move Family Guy to that 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe have one episode before the Toonami block airs. Have the Toonami block start at 10. So 10 you have Samurai Jack, 10:30 Dragon Ball Super, 11 Dragon Ball Z Kai, and continue it on from there. One Piece I would put, honestly, right after, I would put it right after Dragon Ball Z Kai. I think that would give you the best shot of that show performing and doing well. Or you could put it after Family Guy, right before Samurai Jack. I think what else also you would need to do, though, is skip all the episodes until Marineford. Marineford is the best arc of One Piece. If it fails there, then you know that, hey, we need to remove this from the block. It doesn't have an audience here in the United States. But to cut it when you're, I think they had 40 episodes till they hit Marineford, which is by far the most action-packed, best arc of One Piece, is foolish. I'm sorry, it's foolish. So they need to move everything up to, the 10, start at 10. That would have your last show ending at 2. Now, another thing that I think is a huge failure on Toonami's part is having Hunter x Hunter after, I think it's Gundam, Unicron, and after JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. They should have Hunter x Hunter after Dragon Ball Z Kai, or One Piece if you put One Piece there, and then have JoJo and Gundam, because Hunter x Hunter, I guarantee you, if it was earlier in the night, it would have higher ratings. I bet you that if they did what I was suggesting, Samurai Jack would pull over 1 million. Dragon Ball Super would pull over 1 million. Dragon Ball Z Kai would pull over 1 million. One Piece would pull at least 800,000, and Hunter x Hunter would pull over 1 million. I can almost guarantee you that. And then you can have your shows that just don't perform quite as well, like Naruto. But I do think they need to make a move and figure this out. I also, they're adding Tokyo Ghoul to the block, which is not a terrible choice. It will probably perform better than One Piece, but then again, it is going to be an hour and a half earlier than One Piece. And I still don't understand why the one behind me hasn't had a chance on Toonami, but maybe someday. The good thing about this is, though, now that we've talked about all the negatives, and I think that their choices with One Piece have been very, very poor. The good thing is that you have that spot opened up when Tokyo Ghoul ends to probably put Sword Art Online Season 3, Attack on Titan Season 2, other short-running popular series. That with One Piece, that spot would have just been gone forever. Because One Piece just goes on forever and ever and ever. But I don't feel like it was a great decision, and I think Toonami really needs to think about what they're going to do, especially with it being the 20th anniversary. They need to come up with a better strategy on promoting their shows, promoting their block, figuring out a way to move the time up, because let's be honest, we all have stuff that we are doing that 2:30 in the morning is pretty damn late to be up. I only watch Dragon Ball, I will tell you right now, I only watch Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Z Kai, and Hunter x Hunter, I normally have to DVR because it's at 1:30 in the morning, and I'm working at 6:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. I can't stay up that late. So, I just think that they need to come up with a better strategy. They do. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate for this video, which, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion too. But from a marketing perspective, I think they need to change some things, and they need to change them fast, and they need to change them drastically, or we're going to see the end of Toonami like we did a couple years ago. Because, like I said, a show like Dragon Ball Super, the brand new top-of-the-line anime, this Dragon Ball not pulling in the ratings, that's extremely troubling. Extremely troubling. You had a Kame ga Kill 2 years, well, was it 2 years ago? Might have been, yeah, I believe it was 2 years ago. Pulled 2 million viewers. And Dragon Ball Super can't even get 1.5. Okay, that is a sign of bad things to come. So they need to figure this out. Because the last thing I want is for Toonami to disappear. Especially when they're airing Dragon Ball Super and Dragon Ball Z Kai, which just happened to be my favorite anime. But Hunter x Hunter is another one that would just be awful if I couldn't watch that weekly. So please, 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 Toonami, figure out a new strategy going forward. Figure out a way to move the block up, or even change the day. Make it maybe a weekday instead. You need to do something because the signs are very troubling for the block. But I will continue to support Toonami. I'm disappointed with this decision on One Piece, but it did need to happen with how bad the ratings were. But I don't think it was the show's fault. I think it was the network's fault for the poor decisions they made regarding it. So, that's my opinion. Thumbs up if you liked the video. Rate, comment, subscribe. Please comment. I want to hear what you guys have to say on the matter. I'm sure I'm going to get some hate, which is fine. Maybe people will agree with me. Maybe they'll think I'm crazy. I don't know. But I'm a huge fan of anime, and I think it would be a huge disservice if Toonami went off the air again to the anime community. I mean, I know you can get anime easier with streaming and all that, but I feel like it's important for the younger generation and for people that, you know, maybe aren't into anime as much, that have the possibility of getting into anime. Toonami's a big deal. So, yeah. Other than that, we'll talk to you later, YouTube. Thanks. Bye.